Happy New Year, everybody. For those that have plans to be out and about this evening, the weather certainly going to affect those plans one way or another. The main thing that we'll need here in southern New England is rain gear, as another round of heavy rain and gusty winds will be moving through, quite fitting here on what has been one of the wettest years on record. We take a look at our conditions outside for the afternoon hours. We're looking dry early on, just clouds gathering. The temperatures will be settling in around 40, and anytime after 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, you want to plan on that rain filling in. Your New Year's Eve, again, fading sun during the day. Tonight, rain, gusty winds expected. Some of that rain's going to be coming down heavy at times. We're going to pick up about an inch of rainfall before it moves out tomorrow, and that'll lead to some very mild and windy conditions for your New Year's Day. Winds will be gusting as high as 50 miles per hour. Tonight, we're going to bottom out in the upper 30s to lower 40s in the evening and early in the night. You can see those midnight temperatures around 40 with gusty winds and heavy rain. It's going to feel pretty chilly despite being warmer than normal. Here's the setup. So low pressure moving out of the deep south will lift up over the Great Lakes today. That storm going to bring a warm front into southern New England with the leading edge of rain filling into New York City and by the end of the afternoon and into southeastern New England early this evening. So by midnight, we've got rain here, heavy at times in New York City and Hartford and Providence and in Boston. Further to the north, up in the higher elevation, ski country, you can get some snow, several inches of it, before the storm moves overhead. Lingering showers very early tomorrow morning will come to an end with windy and drier conditions and mild temperatures for your New Year's Day. So here's what the snowfall forecast is looking like. There's not much, maybe a little bit of wet snowflakes at the beginning up to our north. We'll have to watch for some sleet, but a quick change over to rain, even in the Worcester Hills and to Springfield and the Berkshires. It's expecting to quickly change over to rainfall, so any minor accumulations less than an inch would get washed away. A few inches up to the north, and that's where you see those winter weather advisories that are issued for again, much of Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, with winter storm warnings in the farthest northern communities there up in northern New England. The other thing that we're watching are the winds. So they will start to pick up overnight tonight. A high wind watch. Actually, those are flipped around. That high wind watch is actually for those areas of darker yellows, and it's a wind advisory for Rhode Island and southeastern Massachusetts. There's not much of a difference between the two. Gust to 50 in Rhode Island, gust to 60 outside of our area. Here's what the winds look like this evening. So by 6 o'clock in the evening, we're gusting to about 15 and 20 miles per hour. And it's still not terrible at midnight, but it's after midnight that the winds will quickly start to pick up. And so by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, look at some of those wind gusts over 40 miles per hour. Initially, our winds are out of a west-southwest direction tomorrow morning, but they will turn to more of a west-northwest wind in the afternoon and evening, and that's when we'll start to tap into some colder air to our north. The biggest issue with those winds will be some isolated pockets of wind damage or power outages. So 43 for this afternoon. The temperatures rise overnight. Look what we wake up to on New Year's Day. 54 at 8 a.m., mid-50s in the late morning and early afternoon. It'll be feeling like spring, and then slowly cooling to around 40 by 8 o'clock in the evening. As you head back to work and school Wednesday, it's going to be chilly, but it's going to be dry with mainly sunny skies. Thursday's quiet. Friday night, maybe even into Saturday. We've got to keep our eye on our next system. This one looks like it could bring rain, maybe some mixed precipitation with it, depending on its track. That's something to keep an eye on. Otherwise, again, it's just rain for southern New England this evening and overnight tonight. We hope you have a happy and safe New Year's.